All right, here we go for the week. It's April 4th, 2024, and here are some updates that we sent out for the week. We had a great mini camp. It was exciting to have everybody in town, or at least all the players that could make it. The majority of the players did make it into town, which was great. They got a chance to meet their coaches, and for the most part, got a lot of their stuff put in, which was awesome. We also were able to get out a lot of the gear, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But thank you for everybody that made it. I know for some of you, it was a huge effort to get here, but we really appreciate you doing that, and we're excited for the season to get started. Okay, this week we sent out an email this morning to everybody and just had some reminders in there, some business related that you can check out, but please make sure you get some of those business items done. If you haven't done so already, it is crucial to having a successful season, obviously, is getting some of these things taken care of. We have been getting questions about flights and how the kids, if they're not going with a parent, are going to get from the airport to the hotel. This is where it's really critical for the players to make sure they're communicating with the coaches and they understand, the coaches understand when the players are going to be getting to town, and whether that is they're flying in or they're going to be driving in with a parent or they're going to be riding with somebody else. Either way, just let your coach know so that everybody on his team is accounted for, and if assistance is needed in some form, that coach can make the arrangements to either do it themselves or have one of the other coaches help them out. But we don't want to leave anybody unaccounted for, so make sure that you are communicating that information with your coach. We are going to be having practices before our first tournament. The kids that are going to California, we've mentioned this a few times, there will be a practice near Walnut Creek Friday morning, and the coaches will help you with that. If you are a 13 or 14-year-old that's staying home and playing locally, this upcoming weekend, you will have a practice on Thursday night. Be sure to check your email for that data or that information, and then you can check in with your coach as well, just to let them know if you can make it. If you can't, if you're from out of town, you can't make it in time, I'm sure that won't be a problem. Just let your coach know. If you are a player that didn't get all of your gear, and I know some items were still being printed, you will get all of your gear before this first tournament. Just make sure that I guess I shouldn't say make sure. Your coach is going to make sure that you have what you need, especially if you didn't get a jersey yet. That stuff's coming in. There was some delays. We're being told it should be fine, but if not, we have a backup plan ready to go. But anyways, that will be taken care of before the first tournament, and then if we have to make adjustments, we will. But we hope to have everybody with their gear, or at least as much as we have in stock, to you before the first tournament. We mentioned the hotels last time. Those hotels are up to date. The only one that we're still waiting on is Phoenix, and we were just waiting on the location of the tournament, which we now have. So we will start booking that out and getting that updated very shortly. Just a reminder, if you are playing at a 15, 16, or 17U division, you do need to complete the basketball certification system. That's the BBCS. In the email we sent out, there are step-by-step details on how to get that done, and then RC will take it from there and progress you through to where you will be able to play. These are important because we do play in live periods. That is where the college coaches can come attend, but this is a requirement that the NCAA has, that you have to fill this out. You have to be on our roster in their system so that they can essentially validate that you are eligible to play on our team. So please go through that. If you have questions, reach out to RC. He will be able to help you. We will continue our workouts Wednesdays and Saturdays when we don't have tournaments. So check your email for the details on that. And then another question that came in, will the games be streamed? Here's our experience with games that are streamed. The Next Pro does have a video partner. They want to stream everything. Sometimes the capabilities of the facility that we're in, whether that's the Wi-Fi or the hard lines, don't work as well as they would hope, is my understanding. So they then try to load those games onto a server so that you can watch them later. So it's not live, but they're supposed to have that solution for you. It takes them about a week sometimes to get everything up and running. In the email we sent you, that link is available. You can look at it and you can check out where things are at from session 1. You can see that they usually have more locations than just one per session. So usually one session will get done at one location, then the next location gets done and the next one, and so it can take some time. I do think if you have a little patience with them, the games will be up and running, but I wouldn't count on it to be live. The Crash the Boards tournaments and the Northwest Premier Invitational will not be broadcast live and will not have any archives available for those. So those you would need to attend in person. That pretty much wraps up the week. We are getting close to our first tournament and we're really excited to get started. So hopefully everybody's feeling good, being injury-free and taking care of themselves, and we will be ready to go here very soon. Thanks, and we'll reach out to you again next week.